Uh, Good evening, fellow Igbanke. We thank you for joining us on this live broadcast from Igbanke Akiko Uwa TV. We say a very big welcome. Today is Sunday. We are here to broadcast live and educate our people on the new development that is going on in Igbanke. However, there is this information reaching us that this man called Honorable Billy Osawaru Adesuwa, famous, who is a honorable member representing Uredo, Unwode local government and Urewa local government is championing or sponsoring a bill at the National Assembly uh, in order for them to create a state, create a local government in Edo State. And basically, we believe that that state, the local government they are agitating, they want to create. They are doing that not necessarily because they really want a local government, but because they knew or heard that a banker is fighting or trying or agitating to go into Anioma state create. Anioma state when it's being created. That's why this man sponsored that bill. So it was this same man make who read out a bill at the National Assembly in regard to Igbanke and BINI people, where this guy read uh, at the National Assembly and said that Ned Nwoko is inciting the people of Igbanke against the Oba of Benin or Benin Kingdom. But we make a several video to debunk that narrative that Igbanke is not in any way incomplete or in fracas or in anything with Benin people. But all with the people of Igbanke is requesting for or asking for is for them to be included into Anioma. And Ned Nwoko wasn't the one who came to us to request for uh, us to join Anioma. It was we who went there and said we are going to be in Anioma. So as such, we don't want anybody to start narrating a bank that they are being rebellious. No, but we want to be in a place where we can be well respected. So that's why we banky people choose to say, okay, they are going for Anioma. And today, this Honorable Billy itself is also championing a bill at the National Assembly that they are going to create a Anioma state, a local government. And think they are proposing to create a local government called Unity Local Government. And we know they are purposely doing it because of a banking. What these people really don't understand is that a banker is not in any way, shape, or form ready to have a local government in Edo State. And even if they want to have a local government, it should be from Anioma, not from Edo State. And these people are championing a bill. We know that some of the politicians in a banker as the one behind this local government creation. They are the one going underground, meeting the Honorable Famous to champion to sponsor a bill at the National Assembly that they should create a local government that can be Igbanke will be under it because the agenda is they want to create a local government where Igbanke they will like put all a car community in Edo State in one local government and call it Unity Local Government in Edo State. But we, the people of Igbanke, has already stated and stated, we are still stating it now categorically that we are not going to be part of that local government that we are going for Anioma. Then, because the reason why they are doing that is that those, I call them errand boy, those errand boy in Igbanke, I call them errand boy politician. I call them because they believe that, oh, if Anioma should come and the people of Igbanke go into Anioma, they believe that they themselves are going to lose irrelevant regarding that issue. They're going to lose relevance. in terms of political position. So that is why these people took it upon themselves that are going to sponsor a bill where they will put a bank in so that they can have still have a political relevance. But what these people refuse to understand that when once they are agitating, they are sponsoring, they want to create a local government for the people of Igbanke, they never consult us if we are ready to take a local government, accept a local government in Edo State. This same thing is what they did in the year 1991 when they want to create Edo State, which is before it was former Bender State. So when they want to separate it from Edo and Delta, nobody from anywhere consulted our stakeholder, our politician, then in 1991 when they want to create the state. But what these people did is this. They went there, they created a state, and they put a Igbanke in Edo State. The issue, what the people really don't understand, what some of the Igbanke people don't know, what happened as at that time is this. During the state creation as at that time, formally, naturally, Igbanke was seeded into Uhude local government. But those in Uhude local government said that they do not want to have Igbo people in their own local government because this thing was the masterminds of this man. I called him a very foolish man, Samuel Ogbomudia, the man who caused this problem that is lingering for quite a long time, close to 30 years. Ogbomudia was the one who had plotted inside because of his own selfish interest, because I think his father from Ogada, then the mother is from Igbanke. And that was why Ogada, which is the what the people said they don't want to have Igbo people in their local government. Who are they referring as Igbo? The Igbanke people are the one they are referring as Igbo, and they don't want us. So what did they do? They now came. I remember on the history, the only person they consulted before they put Igbanke into Edo State was the Obi of Olije. It was then that Ogbomudia did what he did. That was how they carve or seed Igbanke into Orionwan. So you can see that Igbanke is only a community in Nigeria that accepts their local government secretariat passing through other uh, local government or passing over other states before they can access their local government. And even if they access their local government, whenever they want to get anything from that local government, they only refer them as a Igbo people that they should go to go and meet their, so they are not from, they call them Owika, but they want to keep us in Edo State, not necessarily because they love us, but because they want to be using us to counter a vote. And that is not what we people of Igbanke, that is what we do not want. We don't want to remain as a minority in our own land. We don't want to remain as a third class citizen in our own state. So that's why we are making it abundantly clear that Igbanke does not need a local government in Edo State. If we need a local government in Edo State, we would have a request for it at the public hearing at Uyo. We would have stated it that we need a local government in Edo State. But we do not need a local government. Igbanke prefer to be in Anioma without a local government than to be in Edo State with a local government. People should get it. You should understand that Igbanke do not want to leave Edo State because of anything. They want to leave Edo State and join Anioma because they want to reunite with their fellow Ika community in Anioma. That is what we want. And Igbanke, we have crossed the Rubicon. There is no way we can go back to say we want to stay and remain in Edo State. Like I always say, nothing will stop Igbanke for not joining Anioma. The only thing that can stop Igbanke for not joining Anioma, it is when Anioma is not being created. But if Anioma is being created, Igbanke will definitely be part of Anioma, and nothing will stop Igbanke for not being part of Anioma. So as such, as we are saying that we are going to be in Anioma, and nothing will stop the people of Igbanke for not joining Anioma. So everybody should get it known that Igbanke is in Anioma, and nothing can stop Igbanke for not being part of Anioma. Like I said, the only thing that can stop Igbanke for not being part of Anioma, it is when Anioma State is not being created. And if Anioma State is not being created, that is to mean that a federal government does not have the love of the Anioma at heart, meaning they ride on us. So back to Billy Osawaro Adesuwa, who is sponsoring this bill. We want to ask you categorically that this bill that you are sponsoring, you are just doing it because you are using it as a campaign strategy. Because in Uwode and Orion one that you are representing, you have not done any constituency project. So in order for you to secure your seat for going back to the National Assembly again, that's why you are championing and sponsoring this bill. Because I think 2 or 3 days ago, it was on national television that you read out a bill. They have passed first and second reading. It was presided by the Benjamin Kano, which is the deputy speaker. But we are making it known categorically, unequivocally, that Igbanke can never be part of that local government you are agitating for, or you are championing the bill. And even if you are doing that, you never one day consulted anybody. You have not consulted any stakeholder from a bank. You have not consulted anybody from anywhere. So you can't you can't come again and model all a bank or all a car community and put them together and call them you are called or a unity local government. We not want it, we will not accept it, and we cannot be a part of it. The banking have made up their mind, they are going to be in Anioma and nothing can stop it. And let me use this medium this afternoon to pass a message to our fellow Igbanke brothers and sisters, most especially the youth. Our king, our chiefs, our stakeholder, our elders, they all are agitating that Igbanke should be included into Anioma state creation, Anioma state. And it's very laughable and shameful that the youth that they are fighting for are on social media saying that Igbanke is Edo, Igbanke is Edo, Igbanke is Edo, that Igbo should leave them alone. I think this is what I refer as mental slavery. I think we need to decolonize our mindset that Igbanke is not in any way, shape, or form a Benin war territory, and we are not from Benin. Nobody born and bred in Igbanke who understands Benin language. I see no reason why people should be thinking or know or saying that Igbanke is a Benin. Since I was born, I have never heard my parents speak Benin language. All I hear them say Igbanke, which is a Car dialect. So I do not know where these people who are saying that Igbanke is Benin, I don't know where they get that narrative from. And since you people have made yourself a willing tools to be fighting your own brother that are asking for the inclusion of a banking into the new proposed Anioma, we have a one message for you that when Anioma come, that we are going to conduct a DNA test. Anybody who will find I have their Benin blood in him, we are going to ostracize them into Benin, because we can't have the sons and daughters of Igbanke championing the affairs of Anioma, and somebody is out there trying to truncate their effort. Men have spent their money, time, and resources and energy in requesting for Igbanke to join Anioma, and some of our, most especially the ladies, are on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, saying that Igbanke is Benin. We are passing this message to everyone that they should stop that narrative. Igbanke is not in any way, shape a Benin war territory, and Benin is not a Benin. Both our culture, both our linguistic, both in everything, Igbanke does not in any way, shape, or form relate to Benin. So that's why we are using this platform, Akiko Uwa Igbanke TV, to pass our narrative to let the world know. We are stating it unequivocally that Igbanke is not in any way, shape, or form a Benin territory. I think I remember a few weeks ago, the people from Benin sent a letter to the kings, some of the kings in Igbanke, and we rejected vehemently that anything that has to do with Benin, Igbanke is not interested. So that's why we are broadcasting here live in Igbanke to reaching out the general public that Igbanke have rejected anything that has to do with Benin Kingdom. We might be in those states as a result of state creation, or geographically. That does not mean that Igbanke is a part of Benin. There are other ethnic groups in those states, which is have the Esa, the Afama, the Onwa, the Aganibode, the Bisa. Everybody are in those states. If the Benin people cannot lay claim on this territory, I see no reason why they are laying claim of in Igbanke. Even on Usen, who speak Benin language, Benin people cannot lay claim on them that they are Benin. Even the Usan people have stated it categorically. Even the Ijos that in Edo State that speak Benin, Edo language, have stated it categorically. They are not Benin. I see no reason why Benin are fighting all to her name to say that Igbanke is part of them when they know vividly well that they have no relationship, they have no cultural tie, they have no anything in common with Benin. It's as a result of what happened in the past, I think in 1906, between the Agbo and Igbanke. That was what made Igbanke turn to Benin. Now, that does not necessarily mean Igbanke is originally from Edo. So these people should get it into their system that Igbanke have rejected them in every way form. So please let everybody take note that Igbanke's sons and daughters, the youth of Igbanke have decided they will have nothing to do. Because if those who paddle this a narrative in the past know that time will come where Igbanke will rise up and say they are not Benin, they wouldn't have told that lie that Igbanke is a Benin territory. We saw a video, I think a week ago, where the Ijos came to Oba Palace, leaning down, telling them we trace our origin down to Benin. That same thing is what the Oba of Benin want, that everybody should be showing allegiance to him, leaning down, telling them we are this, we are that. The Igbanke have made up their mind and say, no, we don't want those kind of a thing. We are not with the era of modern, we are not in era of slavery again. We can't still be in part of that kind of slavery system. Because why? Igbanke has stand tall. They might succeeded in deceiving our forefathers in the past, but they cannot deceive us in this digital era. They cannot deceive us in this jet age where people, everything is on the public space. So we are not in era where one person will sit at the comfort of his own house and lay a claim for other community. Because we see no reason why a king from other communities should get up and say he's suspending people or other king from other community, thereby derogating our own king, calling them Enogie. Enogie is a name that is a nomenclature that's an alien to us. Since I was born, till this very moment, I've never heard anybody from my community address my king as Enogie. All I heard them say is either Obi or Eze. So these people, because they want to subjugate the people of Igbanke, and they are still referring them as Enogie. So that's why we are putting it to them that nobody from Igbanke, from anywhere, should ever refer the people of Igbanke, their king, as Obi, sorry, as Enogie, but rather we address our king as well, Eze or Obi. And we are still using this medium to pass a message to this small boy. There is this small boy called Higher Man. I think he stays in this Benin village. He stays in Benin village, and this guy has been constituting nuisance all over the whole place, making it a vow that because of his rascality, he are making a vow that the people of, he will make sure that no part of Edo will be ceded into Anioma, that Igbanke is not Anioma, that Igbanke is Benin. This boy called Higher Man, I have one message for you. You will understand that rascality are not bought in the market. Everybody have rascality in their system. So we are using this as a warning to you, higher man. There is this boy called Higher Man. His Facebook name is called Higher Man, who has been abusing, making a video saying that Anioma, they are taking Igbanke, they are this, they are doing this, they are doing that. We are making it clear to you that this boy, you should desist yourself from anything that concern Igbanke. BINI and Igbanke does not have anything in common. We does not share anything in common. If you want to make a campaign for the unity of a BINI people, you should go for within the BINI territory. Never come to Igbanke again. We understood that you were the guy who sent a letter to our king addressing them as Enogie. Well, we pardon your stupidity and ignorance. On no account will people like you or any other social cultural group or club or whatever in Benin send a letter to Igbanke. Even if you want to send a letter to Igbanke, you are sending it as normal invitation, not to partake in anything that has to do with Benin tradition, because Benin and Igbanke tradition, there is a great distinction. There is a great discrepancy. We have no anything in common. So as such, people like you are not expected or not supposed to be seen in Igbanke inviting our king. Please, whoever listening to me or who care to know, we should let our king know that not every invitation they honor. Thank God that when he brought that letter, the people of Igbanke, they rejected him, they were asked to go back, or they turned them back. And that sign as a mark of warning to everyone again from Benin, that the people of Igbanke have made up their mind. They have said they have nothing to do with Benin and they can never have anything to do with them. So we are still using this medium to send a message to our politician in Igbanke. Me myself personally, I call them an errand boy. If you know you cannot join the other Igbanke sons and daughter, or Igbanke used to fight for the Igbanke inclusion into the new Anioma state creation, please lower your voice and keep yourself where you belong to. Where they say if you cannot beat them, you join them. But if you know that you cannot beat us, either you join us or you pop low. Because you people have deceived us a lot. You have deceived us. You people make Igbanke you make people to assume that Igbanke is a village when Igbanke is a big town. If not for the fact that those states have so much neglected the people of Igbanke, Igbanke wouldn't be where they are now. Igbanke is underdeveloped. It was on a history that the Igbanke had light, which is electricity light before Agbo. But today, for the past 1 year, Igbanke does not have lights. They have written to the state government for them to get a light, but they neglected them. So you can't expect us to be in darkness and still remain a state who never care for us, a state who take us as a first-class citizen, a state who never care about the people of Igbanke. If not for the fact that local government ward councillor cannot be taken away from Igbanke, Igbanke sons or daughter or indigent wouldn't have occupied any political position in Igbanke. Since I was born, I have never seen a person from Igbanke who have attained a political relevance in Edo State. Please, we don't want to be in a state where we are being treated like Mr. Nobody. We want a state where we can be treated as a human being, where we enjoy the dividend of democracy, where we'll be when we have a fair share in the governance. That is why Igbanke people are making this voice breakout through Igbanke Akiko Uwa TV, that we, the people of Igbanke, we already make our stand at Anioma or nothing. Please, we still want to debunk some certain things that people say that we, the people of Igbanke, that are fighting for the inclusion of Igbanke into Anioma, they say we are under IPOB sponsor or IPOB payroll. That's why we are fighting for Anioma. Well, I think we should clear make it clear or abundantly clear to everyone so that we'll clear the air. Self-determination, according to dictionary, self-determination is constitutional. Anybody can carry out a self-determination. We are not against IPOB agitating for Biafra in their own territory. That is not our concern. If one person from Igbanke, IPOB is like an organization set up by the group of people agitating for the independent state of Biafra. So also there are other groups agitating for Biafra. And even in those states that we are, we have different socio-cultural groups. So if one person from Igbanke is a member of IPOB, that does not mean that all Igbanke is a member of IPOB. So as such, we are using this medium to let the people of the world know that Igbanke is not in any way or shape or form have anything to do with IPOB. We are agitating for Igbanke to go into Anioma, not having our separate country. IPOB want a independent state also, which is a country of their own. But what Igbanke is agitating for is for the inclusion of Igbanke into the new proposed Anioma. So everyone should know that Igbanke are not talking about Biafra, we are talking about Anioma state. So people should stop such narrative. People should understand that Igbo are not the one dragging us to say we are part of them. Igbanke always say they are a car Igbo. So in as much as people would twist the narrative, but they should have it in mind that Igbo are not coming to Igbanke to occupy our land. Igbo are not coming to take away our throne. They say they are going to take over the throne of Igbanke. No. In every ethnicity, they always want to align with the larger ethnicity. That's why Igbanke is aligned with the Igbo, which was the largest ethnic in Nigeria. So whoever that is peddling this narrative, they are parading a North for it. Let's take, for instance, people say we are for BINI. Let's assume that Igbanke are BINI. Any man born from Igbanke does not understand Edo language. But any man born in Igbanke, maybe you are from Igbanke, Agbo, Ika community, you can basically understand a Igbo language for, let's say, 70%. So how can you tell me now a man like me who can understand when Igbo man speak, and I will never hear or understand when a BINI man or Edo man speak? You are telling me BINI, whom I do not understand their language, is my brother, and the Igbo man who I understand his language are not my brother. Let's just take it, let's just take it just on a layman understanding. It sounds foolish for someone to come and tell us that we are BINI, that we are not an Igbo. But when Igbo man speak, we understand. But when BINI man speak, we cannot understand. So how do you want to convince me? Before I start, I said I think the sum of us from Igbanke, we need to relieve or save ourselves from mental slavery. So I think I need to recommend a book for you people, titled Decolonization of the Mindset. It is written by Akiko Uwa. It's a Kenyan author. The book, when you read the book, you understand that Africans, not only Nigerian, have to decolonize their mind from this mental slavery, because they have eaten into our fiber that you see our people still fighting us underground to make sure we remain in those states, which supposed not to be so. So therefore, we are calling on the people of Igbanke to join hand, to join every sociocultural group, which is Akiko Uwa sociocultural initiative of Igbanke that are fighting for Igbanke into Anioma. You people should join hands so that we can liberate ourselves from the shackles of the BINI people who have kept us in bondage for years, who have subjugated us. Right from 1991 to this very date that we are. 1991 was when they created Edo and Delta. From that date in this very date, Igbanke has not in any way, shape, or form enjoyed the dividends of democracy. None of our politicians have grown politically. So therefore, I see no reason why we should remain in this state. We see no reason why we should remain where we are. The BINI people never have the interest of the people of Igbanke at heart. If really this Honorable Billy Osawaru Adesuwa, who is an honorable member representing Nwode and Orion, really have the interest of the people of Igbanke at heart, this guy should come out and tell us, the people of the world, what is his constituency project he have done in Igbanke. Even the Nwode where he come from, this guy cannot boast of one constituency project he have done there. So therefore, what makes us to believe that this man who is championing this local government affair in the National Assembly have the interest of the people of Igbanke at heart? If really these people have our interest at heart, we have studied, we have gone history, we have every local government in Nigeria, their name is synonymous to a particular name of that host community. For instance, if you go to see Akokedo, Akokedo is a name of most of this Akokedo community, Akokedo local government, Oredo local government, Ikpubaoka local government. This name is synonymous to a community of the dialect of these people over there. So, but this man is championing a bill for a local government that say that unity, a unity local government. What is the meaning of unity in Igbanke? If they want us to give us a local government in Igbanke, it should be an Igbanke local government, not unity local government. So I wouldn't want to take much of your time. This broadcast is broadcasting live direct from Igbanke Akiko Uwa TV, and we are still calling our brothers and sisters wherever you are that Akiko Uwa has a secretariat in Igbanke at number 18 Olije Owa Road, along the express. Immediately, if you are coming from Olije, after late Felix Ugbekele house, by the right side, our studio and our secretariat is there. If you are coming from towards the Dumodi Somomola to Olije, our studio is by the left hand side there, before Felix Ugbekele house, where we have our studio for a live broadcast like this, and we have our secretariat for any inquiry that anyone wants to make. You are highly welcome if you want to join us for any interview, and you can still reach us on our Facebook page, Igbanke Akiko Uwa TV, and YouTube, Igbanke Akiko Uwa TV, or you can email us on Akiko Uwa Social Cultural Initiative at gmail.com. We can reach us to schedule an interview, online interview. If you have anything you want to discuss, any story, any narrative you want the people of Akiko Uwa to broadcast live for you, our studio is very, very much open for everyone. So you like, share, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell, and when we put up a video or on live studio like this, you people will be the first to see it. Thank you, and God bless you all. Remain blessed. Don't forget, follow us on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, where we have a good update about things on how to do it in banking. Thank you, and remain blessed. Happy Sunday.